Thank you. Madam Speaker, I rise today to urge my colleagues to oppose the previous question so we can bring to the floor a bipartisan bill that I reintroduced earlier this year, H.R. 1366, the National Manufacturing Strategy Act. I know that my colleagues on both sides of the aisle recognize our near-term and long-term economic challenges and understand that the American people want us to help them get back to work. So rather than considering a bill to tie up pending environmental regulations and red tape, we should be bringing to the floor a bill we can agree will improve our competitiveness and help the private sector create good jobs. The National Manufacturing Strategy Act requires the President to establish a bipartisan public-private manufacturing strategy board. This board would analyze the various factors that affect manufacturing, including trade, taxes, regulations, among others. It would also consider the government's programs, policies, and role in promoting manufacturing, and identify goals and recommendations for federal, state, and private sector entities to pursue in order to achieve the greatest economic opportunity for manufacturers in America. The strategy would be re-examined every 4 years so to reflect the implementation of prior recommendations, reassess global markets and technological development, and plot a revised strategy. The federal government already has significant and broad influence on the domestic environment for manufacturing, and certain areas of the government rely greatly on a strong manufacturing base, particularly our national defense. Yet there's little to programs and policies that exist throughout the government toward the common goals and agenda for promoting our domestic manufacturing base and securing our place in the world's markets. Unfortunately, the government's promotion of manufacturing has been ad hoc. Instead, we need to be proactive and organized and efficient across our government. Most of our competitors understand the need for a strategy, not just China and India, but also Germany, Canada, the United Kingdom, among others, have developed and implemented strategies. This idea enjoys widespread support in America from a wide range of industrial sectors, labor, and the public. A poll conducted last year by Alliance for American Manufacturing found that 86% of Americans favor a national manufacturing strategy aimed at getting economic, tax, labor, and trade policies working together. This public support already has been echoed in this chamber, where last year we passed this bill by a bipartisan vote of 379 to 38. I urge my colleagues in the House to join me in calling for action on jobs and the economy. We cannot continue to sit idly as our manufacturing base and quality, well-paying jobs depart for China, India, or elsewhere.
An additional 1 minute.
We must take action to provide a competitive and focused foundation for those who will continue to make it in America. And we can do so now by defeating the previous question and then passing the National Manufacturing Strategy Act. The American public is waiting. They need jobs. They want us to act. So let's move forward together on something we can agree to and get Americans back to work. I yield back.